kind of connect with that, which you said, what? Ego. Yeah. So get out of ego, which means I think I'm this and that. Okay. Let's say I'm humble. Now, what do I say that? What does it mean? Like, do I say I'm this or that, or I'm nothing, or I am zero?
I'm the servant of Krishna.
Ah, okay, cool. Okay, nice, makes sense. So you're saying I'm not this and that, but I'm servant of Krishna. That's humility, right? Okay, that's tough to say. Because, saying is one thing, doing is another thing, isn't it? Okay, let's put it together, because everyone's stomach is crying. You may say I'm servant of Krishna, but sorry, I am hungry now. So let's say this.
Want to become servant of Krishna.
Because you can go on, there are a million things to say. But let's say, so you're saying, what are the 6-7 things? What are the 6-7 things? Which one
Chanting,
Chanting,
dancing, offering,
Dancing is so incomplete. What dancing?
dancing,
What dancing?
Sankirtan dancing,
It's so incomplete. Dancing.
Dancing.
Huh?
dancing for Krishna,
Dancing for Krishna. Okay,
chanting,
Kirtan, man.
kirtan, yeah,
So dancing,
offering,
offering bhoga,
deity worship,
deity worship,
Vaishnav seva,
Vaishnav seva,
preaching.
preaching.
That's it.
Actually, one more thing is there because Shiva Thakur was so absorbed in reading Srimad Bhagavatam. So
Reading scriptures. Wow. Very good point. Reading scriptures. And I think that covers in Krishna Katha and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, reading scriptures.
Preaching,
I think
yeah.
that's more concrete, isn't Krishna Katha is
yeah.
like, okay, how do I do that? Yeah, reading scriptures is right. Sounds fair. See, this is 6 or 7. How many?
7.
7. Now, everyone would say, I'm pretty much doing all the 7. I don't see Mahaprabhu dancing. The deities are standing still like that from the day I was born. Okay? Or people say when deities dance, you feel happy. Or like Krishna dance, you are happy. I can't remember the day I was happy. Whenever I say Gaura Arti, I feel like no time. I'm so, it's boring basically. Let's put it simple. Okay. So, sorry, I'm just talking on my dictionary here. So technically, I can't, you can't really say Mahaprabhu is there, isn't it? I mean, like, if I feel bored, something is not right. So, which means the person who does all these 6-7 things plays a big role. And that's why you said humility. What is the other one? Someone said something. Humility. Sincere devotion, right? You really genuinely want to serve Krishna with humility, and someone said something else. Okay, you have a genuine desire. You have a genuine desire to want to get out of this material desire and so go back to God. So what happens is, you can tell even stories connecting to each one, but let's stop here. So my point is, we all have all these things which we do every day as a checklist. Right? All these devotional activities you said. But I think if you just summarize those 3-4 points, we need to explicitly, not just, like this one. You have seen any sadhana chart or progress tracker or something like that? Like sadhana chart means, okay, which time you chanted Hare Krishna, what time you read books, and what else? When you did Arati, you have those. That's good to have. But I think we need to have these 3 other things also maybe. Add to that. Did I do it with humility? Did I do it with a state of sincerity of purpose, which is to serve? Did I do it with a genuine desire that I want to go back to Krishna, or a genuine desire that I want to finish this ASAP because I'm running out of time? Or let's say while cooking, man, oh my God, do I have a sincere desire I want to serve this pizza to the Lord, or am I thinking like, this is my favorite topping. Let's put it like this, right? When did I hear Krishna say he likes olives? Just joking, So sometimes you put paneer, they'll say this is not good for my diet. So stuff like that, we cook, but we are pretty much centered around what's going in our own desire and all that. So it will be good to even have those as the characteristics to check on a daily basis. Let's, at least for chanting, I would say. Let's say, I think we do chanting every day, which is, I think, Prabhupada said how many percent?
99.
99%, like you may do everything. If you do this wrong, it's no use. But you may do this right and everything wrong, you're still going back to Godhead. So I think at least chanting, we may need to have those kind of markers to see how we can chant with a state of humility, sincere desire, and something else. So when we have that on daily basis, mark that, track that, chances are we may not achieve the end goal, but I think Mahaprabhu will see. You think so?
Yes.
Man, this guy is trying hard, such an egoistic, dumb guy. A nice word, okay? Something else came after. But anyhow, this guy is working hard. He is really genuinely not just doing the thing, but he's actually thinking about me. He's trying to put an effort. Then chances are we will experience what these personalities have experienced. To the extent, Srivas Sangan, what Srivas Thakur did, right? Srivas Pandit did it. His son died. Like, the story when Mahaprabhu was dancing inside in ecstasy, his son died literally. I mean, that's the most difficult thing to digest. He goes to the other room and he shouts at his partner and people, they're saying, be quiet, don't shout and disturb Mahaprabhu. He's dancing in ecstasy, right? And everyone is thinking, gone mad or what? His son is dead here. He's saying, I don't care whoever it is. If you shout anymore, the other person will be dead here. That's me. They'll close their mouth. And then obviously Mahaprabhu found out what happened and he said, why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing that. The son came back alive. So that element of devotion I'm not saying you need to be Srivas Thakur there, maybe you guys are struggling in the other room, your mom says I'm doing kirtan here. She'll be like, what is this Krishna consciousness? And maybe they'll put in child abuse case and she'll be in the court. Maybe, I don't know. So, I'm not saying to that extreme, but I'm just saying that person is experiencing so much joy, which we can't even imagine, that he is able to fully think about Krishna and Mahaprabhu, and he was 100% confident that Mahaprabhu will take care of this person who is dead. And that was the fact. When he came back, he said, who are you? Why did he call me? They were saying, I have so many millions of parents in previous lifetime. They are one among them. So which parent are you talking about? Mahaprabhu was asking the son, and the son was saying, the mother heard the whole thing, and she was like, okay, I'm happy he's going back to Godhead, let him go. Right? So, at the end of the day, the son was saved from the material life. So, anyway, the host ran away.
No.
Oh, you're there? Good. Okay, good. So, the reason I was just thinking, connecting all these things was, we all have house, or at least we stay in a house. Deepanka Prabhu got a house today. I think it's a good thing to contemplate and see, how we can as a family do this. For example, the first thing which you said is kirtan. Generally, you go to many houses, the kirtan in front of the deities are done by one sad guy. That could be the father or the mother. The children is crawling, right? Or if you ask the child to do it, either the parents will be scrolling. Someone is scrolling, the other person is doing as a matter of duty. Get the checklist done. So that's not the right way, isn't it? Let's say the whole family is together doing kirtan, deity worship, reading scriptures together. Do you think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be happy? So we say he is the Lord of the house. Do you think so? Well, at least today he is. Okay. So, if he is, then imagine if I'm not exhibiting those in action, right? So what happens is there's no question of pleasing the Lord, or the Lord comes and dances with us. So when we say practically doing it, I mean as a family we actually acknowledge He is the Lord, and then we do it as a family. Kirtan, deity worship, reading scriptures together. Right? What else you said?
Preaching, offering.
Offering. Yes, you offer and honor the prasadam together. That's another thing, right? Most of them don't do that anyway. So, what else? I think something else you said.
Preaching.
Huh?
Preaching
as a family. See, all this we are doing not because my mother, father is saying, because I acknowledge the Supreme Lord is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you're doing, he is the accountability partner. Let's put it like that. If I'm not doing, I'm answerable to him, not to my father, mother. Who cares? So this whole group as a family, whoever stays in this house, you should do. Anna, easy thing for me to tell, but I'm just saying because you only asked me to sit. But this is something you should do as a family. Then naturally we are genuinely acknowledging the Supreme Lord, and who knows, 100% the Lord will come and bless if it's ecstatic and happy. Isn't it? I mean, like if you just think about it, it's something to consider, like see, these are the, because we all are putting the time, all these things we're doing every day as a family, like it's not as a family, at least it happens in the house. If you just tweak a bit of all these bits and bobs, doing things together with the heart, whatever you all said, then naturally the chances are we can experience more happiness. And Prabhupada said this, and I'll close that. Prabhupada was talking to his disciples, and then he was Prabhupada asking his disciples what? He asked, can you prove, anyway, can you prove Krishna is God? How can you prove Krishna is God? The disciples were giving various quoting from Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada, you told us, like Prabhupada, he quote from Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada said, I don't believe in your Bhagavad Gita. So he said, okay, Prabhupada, you told us, who cares about me? And like this, they were giving on and on and on. And Prabhupada was repeating everything. And they were like, okay, then, how do I know Krishna is God then? Or how do I know Krishna is actually here? Then Brahmananda Maharaj, then he raised his hand, he said, because we feel happy. Prabhupada said, that's right. You feel happy, hence the reason, it's the proof to show Krishna is God and he is present. So it's like that, we practice and do all these things. If I don't feel happy, chances are something is missing. So that's why we just need to consider tweaking all this. It sounds sensible, isn't I mean, like, these are all doable things. You're not doing something extra. But when we do all this right, then chances are high, sooner or later we can experience an amount of happiness. And Mahaprabhu's jet actually stays in our house. And imagine that kind of house. How it will be? It will be like Srivas Angan. It will be like Raghav Bhavan. Who's the other one? Or it will be like Sachi Mata's house. You get the point? Which is totally transcendental, and we'll be blessed to have such a residence. Imagine you have a residence like that. As soon as you enter that house, you feel blissed out. I'm sure you'll visit that house more often. Why people go to temple, man? Like, people go to temple for what? You ask many of them, they'll say, I feel peaceful, I just want to sit here. They don't know why. Like people go to temples so that they feel a sense of peace. No, can't be explained how, but they feel like it feels nice. They just sit there. Right? Doesn't happen by mistake. Something is happening there. So same like that, if you can bring temple in your house, which means Krishna in your house, you don't need to go anywhere for peace. You just feel it as soon as you are in that place. So it's an amazing thing to have for all of us. And I pray, we all pray,
This is on
that
Instagram.
Dipankar Prabhu, Dipa Mataji and the children follow the footsteps of all these great personalities. And we also pray that we also take up the inspiration to go and follow the similar footsteps so we can invite Mahaprabhu in our house. The list doesn't stay to 3, it goes further, more and more and more. So we all feel blissed out, dance in ecstasy, be happy in Krishna. I have to say this another thing at the end. I know this is a big problem, I can't finish. What's that story? This, this one story is there on the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The father is chanting, the son is crying, catching hold of the father's feet. I forgot the person's name. But let's just Hriday Chaitanya, I think something like that. So this personality, right? He is so much extra. This is how the Krishna conscious household. I was hearing my Guru Maharaj lecture, and he was saying this. He was saying that
It is Srinivas
Srinivas Acharya
Acharya's parents.
parents. Okay. Yeah, I think so. When he was a
Srinivas
child,
Acharya's parents.
so his parents visited Mahaprabhu, Puri, came back, and they were so ecstatic. They do kirtan in the house. The mother is cooking in the kitchen while the father is so ecstatically chanting and dancing, and the child, he is so ecstatic, chanting, catching hold of his father's feet and crying. So basically, the father and child is crying and rolling, and the mother from the kitchen was cooking like because they were breaking this and that, everything was falling down. They were rolling all over the place. Just saying, what happened? Is everything good? She comes out and sees the father and the son is rolling in the ground. The son is like this size. It's not like it's a big son. Small kid with the father rolling in the ground, crying in ecstasy, going around, And the mother feels ecstatic and she joins the group and they all are jumping and crying around. So my Guru Maharaj was saying, this is a real Grahastha ashram. This is how it should be. But actually we all cry and roll around for not that. For something else. So we hope and pray that Mahaprabhu's mercy. How nice it will be, right? We all are crying in ecstasy of Mahaprabhu. At least in this lifetime. So we'll pray, chant Hare Krishna 3 times for the blessings of the host and all of us, so we can get the blessings of Mahaprabhu, invite Mahaprabhu in our lives, in our house, and genuinely worship, in the mood of service. Let's chant together.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we hope the day will come. There will be so many programs happening here. So many people coming for Kirtan. And they're doing what?